News team assemble! Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of P2'S with me, P2. It's in the title. Anyway, I know it's late, quite late, but I've been super busy, and if you're that hurt about it, you can go to www.tellsomeonewhocares.com and no one will be there to greet you. So anyway, now, today is an exciting time because there's been in the pipework for a little bit of time. Now the full news team are here. Yes, yeah, I'm so excited. Obviously there's me, coming live, the American, doing American things about American YouTube and YouTube news and news in America. It's Jenny the Ferret. Doing the unimportant news, the Scythers, Mr. Well, it sounds weird, Mr. and Mrs. Scyther, we'll go with that. I couldn't do any kind of news without the robot herself. Vex Exists is going to be the unbelievable news reporter. They're going to be the people that help me construct this show. It's going to be fantastic. All of their links are going to be in the description below. I absolutely adore these people. They're constantly supporting me in whatever I ask them to do. They just say, when do you want it by? And it's done. I also hate them because they start to do more work to it than me, and I put a lot of work in, god damn it. So go and show them love, because I would really appreciate it. Go to the most recent video, smash that like button, also leave a comment saying P2 sent me here. Where are the cookies? So we're gonna go straight in with the YouTube news. Let's fucking go! Okay, section 1, YouTube/YouTube news. The big thing that I'm gonna go on about is Article 13. You've heard about it, you don't understand any of it, am I right? If you do, shut up and just watch this anyway. I'm going to explain to you what Article 13 is, what the process is, and how it could essentially fuck us all in the air. Article 13 is all based from the European Union, or the EU as is better known. It's basically focused on online copyright. It's a smaller part of something called the Directive on Copyright in the Digital Single Market, or Who Actually Gives a Fuck, for short. The idea behind Article 13 is to help spread money evenly. And the idea behind this is that big platforms like YouTube and Google News essentially make money from other people's content. And Article 13 was kind of like going, that has to stop. The money now has to sort of go out to the people who kind of earned it, essentially, that got these platforms to where they are because of that content, okay? Ultimately, it's very difficult to try and police this because, if you let me explain, it's making these big platforms legally responsible for what is on their sites. It's taking the blame away from the creators. So say, for instance, in this video, I put something up on to YouTube that was copyrighted. It's not me that is to blame for that. It's YouTube's fault because they let me put it on their site. Does that make sense? Now the difficulty is that then they have to have these filters, these copyright filters, that go from the get-go. So even before your video is even uploaded onto the site, it must go through this filter to see if there's any kind of copyright on there. The filter is not always going to be 100% correct. Now there's been instances in the past of where videos have been demonetized and struck and taken down and decimated and kicked and put fire when it should be an educational video. I fucked this camera up! The difficulty is, sometimes when it's a tiny bit of clip of music, that's copyrighted. If it's a meme, it's copyrighted. If it's something else, you know what I mean, that's also copyrighted. Essentially, this makes the whole context of making something creatively and sort of sharing it with the wider world a much harder process. On one hand, that's good because it makes sure that your content is legitimately individual. You're not just becoming a massive channel because you've uploaded somebody else's song, for example. But on the other hand, then creators who do sort of do that correctively anyway, and not getting these fucking weedy little leeching wank stains going straight onto their video and copyright claiming everything. Brilliant example of this, I was watching a KSI video of where he put his own music into a top 5. His own music. His music that he made, he released, everything. He put his own music into a video and he got copyright claimed for it. His own music. Now that this has actually gone through, it all depends on how the country sort of determines what they want to include for Article 13. But that's going to take 2 more years before each country decides on each thing. So Britain is going to have one way of doing it. Germany's going to have another way of doing it. France is going to have another way of doing it. Some big platforms and big companies want this to happen so that they can essentially not get leached from. But then people like myself, younger, smaller YouTubers, are going to then really feel the hit because essentially we're not going to have the creative freedom and licensing that allows us to actually engage with other people's content. Okay, now I'm going to leap straight from my comment on KSI. Wah! To stuff on KSI, see that? Seamless link, baby. Seamless link, baby. I spoke in the last episode about him potentially not fighting Logan Paul. Now, pretty much a couple of days after I released that video, there was a Twitter spat between fucking KSI and Logan Paul regarding clout and how mainstream they are, fucking literally comparing penis size. Now, all this is doing is fueling fire to the sort of fight. Bro, you ain't sick enough to fight me. You too mainstream. You ain't getting 2 mil on a video. Boy, you whack. The earth is flat. I mean, I'm a big YouTuber too. Don't know what these accents are about, but KSI kind of instigated that he was going to fight Jake Paul. Then Joe Weller, another British YouTuber, decided to fight Jake Paul. He got his ass handed to him, and then Jake Paul has now quit boxing. So the fight is on, but was it ever off? Who actually gives a shit? So it's actually still going, but now the rivalry is a bit more intense. And then Logan Paul's dog got fucking snatched by coyotes. I feel really bad for finding it kind of funny. Like, obviously I'm sad that the dog has died, and I understand it's very harsh. But what? What do you mean coyotes just took it? How? How is that a thing? Of where a fucking coyote comes in and goes, it's a tasty little snack over there. I'm gonna have him. What the fuck? Where do you live? Anyway, let's find out more about the American news with our field reporter, Yummy the Ferret. Yummy, over to you.
Hey everyone, it's me, Yummy the Ferret here, aka Yummy, aka the guy who does podcasts on his channel. P2 said that I could use whatever props I want, so I decided to go with the Mr. Predicto. But the first topic is going to be something a little bit more lighthearted, and that is the Dora the Explorer movie that is coming out. It was revealed at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards Saturday night this week, and let me tell you, interesting. You know, it looks like your basic run-of-the-mill Nickelodeon show. It has a few people who are bigger names along with a few people who are smaller names. Obviously the production quality is actually pretty high in this, especially with the monkey boots. There is no reveal for Swiper yet, although Swiper is on a little medallion that spins on the title screen, so could he be some sort of ancient god in this movie? Something to think about, yes? So yeah, it looks okay. You know, it doesn't look bad. I mean, the trailer was action-packed. Am I gonna go see it personally? Probably not. But we'll probably talk about this more in August, when it's actually out and about. Logan Paul put out a documentary talking about the Flat Earthers and the Flat Earth Society, and you know, P2 really owes me for this because I watched the whole freaking thing. It was 50 minutes long, and it was just 50 minutes of Logan Paul pretty much just making fun of flat earthers. The leader of the flat earth people that he went to was saying that, you know, most of it was staged. He was saying that, you know, Logan was pretty rude to all of them. He was also Logan was actually also mocking flat earthers after his documentary came out. This was just a huge troll. Like there was nothing really real about this. He pretty much just got a bunch of people to say a bunch of stupid things. He paid some actors to come in, like the kid who's in the trailer was obviously an actor. So you kind of have to go into this knowing that it's a joke, and really in the end you learn nothing new. The documentary is just pretty much a mockumentary actually, which kind of is okay, but it's also not okay because these are real people, not just like a fake one. He says it's a prank, but it was just kind of mean, to be honest with you. A lot of these people, I mean, I don't believe in the flat Earth thing. It's really stupid in my opinion. Obviously, it's not true. Like whatever. You can all discuss that in the comments if you want to, but he really does make themselves look like asses just by the things he tries to get them to say. There's a part where he was talking about planets, and the guy's like, I don't even know if planets really exist, and it's like, it's just one of those things that like it's not worth it. It's not worth it to look at. It's not worth it to watch. I watched it so you don't have to. Let's ask Mr. Predicto a question here. Mr. Predicto, tell me, Mr. Predicto, will Logan Paul just go away?
Yes, without question.
Thank goodness. Mama June Shannon from Honey Boo Boo, if you know the Honey Boo Boo show, has been arrested for drug charges. So in Macon County, which oddly enough, PlayerTwo is playing through The Walking Dead, and that takes place around Macon County for a good chunk of it. Honey Boo Boo and her boyfriend Eugene Doak were arrested at a gas station where it was overheard that the boyfriend was actually threatening her, and according to reports, she was found to have drug paraphernalia and possession of a controlled substance, and also Doak was arrested for domestic violence and possession of a controlled substance. Obviously, she was a star on the Honey Boo Boo show called Toddlers and Tiaras on TLC, and also she had her own show called Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. So this is Honey Boo Boo's mom. Obviously, fame and fortune took its toll on the family. The family has come out and said that they're going through some tough times right now. Obviously, this is another thing that's like, this is the parents' responsibility to keep their kids in check and keep themselves in check. And, obviously, with wealth comes changes to lifestyle, and she got into some things that you probably shouldn't get into. All right, so big news in the realm of Cleveland sports. The Browns have signed Odell Beckham Jr. To the team by only having to trade 2 players and 2 picks for the next draft, which is really exciting for Browns fans. But for Giants fans, this is a big oopsie for them, because Beckham wasn't supposed to be traded. So the Giants general manager said that he wasn't planning on trading Beckham, who was 26 and obviously the NFL's most electric player, as this article states. Last year, the Giants gave him a $95 million contract extension in August. Odell Beckham Jr. is on the Browns now. He's got a jersey on. There's T-shirts everywhere. There's people cheering. And now the expectations for Cleveland are changing. We're looking at doing great things. This is coming from an 0-16 team, a 1-15 team. That's 16 games in a season. And now we're at a point where we finished last season 7-8-1. And now I think that we could be one of the better teams in the division, if not the league. I'm excited. I'm excited for this season, to say the least. I know that sports isn't my repertoire, but I thought I'd mention it because this is American news and it's big news. It's big news. Finally, today in the American news, there was a devastating ranch accident caught on camera, and this girl accidentally dropped her ranch, a giant jug of ranch, and it spilled all over her and all over the place. And people have come out of the woodwork and shared their own ranch failure stories. There's people by sinks who it went into a sink and then it flowed over into themselves. There's people who were caught on camera just trying to grab it out of a refrigerator and boop, the lid wasn't on tight and it fell everywhere. There's multiple ones of just people telling stories and being just doused with ranch. It's quite funny to see, so make sure you look up some of these ranch fails. There's actually a few people coming out with kitchen fails as well, which are also pretty funny. No one got hurt, obviously. They just got a little bit of ranch in their face. Maybe they're going to be blowing ranch out of their nose for a little bit after this. All right, well, that does it for the American news. Thank you for watching. PlayerTwo, I will take my paycheck in cash, or actually you can PayPal it to me too. That doesn't matter to me. Once again, we're going to ask Mr. Predicto another question. All right, Mr. Predicto, will PlayerTwo ever pay me?
The answer you seek is yes.
Oh, it's official now. Once again, I am Yummy the Ferret, and this has been the American news segment of P2P News.
Thank you very much, Yummy the Ferret. One absolutely fantastic report. I just love the beard, man. Look at man, I can't even grow one. Over to Vex Exists, who's made my setup look like shit with the unbelievable news. Over to you, Vex.
Dogs. Hello, my name is Vex, and welcome to the Unbelievable News section, where, you've guessed it, we delve into some unbelievable news. First up, say cheese, or maybe serenade it, as Swiss cheese experts reveal that exposing these dairy delights to different around-the-clock sound waves can actually affect their taste, texture, aroma, and overall quality of the cheese. You may have heard of this briefly back in November, when the experiment kicked off with 9 22-pound wheels of Emmental carefully being placed in separate wooden crates. But now it's time for the big reveal. What music had these cheeses saying, "I'm pretty fond of you"? I hear you ask. Was it R&B, rock and cheese roll? No, you better believe it was hip-hop. That's right. The cheese that was exposed 24 hours a day to a Tribe Called Quest hip-hop track, We Got It From Here, brought the likes of Mozzarella, opera, and even Led Zeppelin's rock classic Stairway to Heaven to their knees, crumbling the competition and being triumphant, as it came out on top of a series of blind taste tests, with the most obvious differences reported being its fruitiness and strength of taste and smell. Isn't that great? If that wasn't cheesy enough for you, the internet's cheese challenge is the latest trend to go viral in March this year, with reactions ranging from surprise to tears. One more moment, parents are worried about the safety of their children, as fake news the Momo challenge spread across the internet in February, causing mass concern and upset for parents. A few moments later, stuff that child's safety and well-being, I'm going to throw cheese in their face for a few Facebook likes. New month, new meme. It's not all throw food at your now upset kids doom and gloom though. We did get some pretty cute dog reactions and pretty sad cat reactions to this challenge. Watch this. Love that dog. Oh, cats. On the topic of animals, a napping moose causes a Colorado library to shut as it lay in front of the entrance refusing to move. Locals were not amused. One could say that there was a moose loose about this hoose. If you're a Scot, you might understand that. If not, welcome to Scottish 101. The official Twitter account of Silverthrone said that the North Branch Library was closed due to a moose making an attempt at higher learning. If a moose can do it, so can you. Stay in school, kids, you've got this. But if you think the puns and stories so far are a load of rubbish, you should hear the next one I have lined up about a waste treatment plant in Copenhagen that has successfully turned its angular roof into a 279-foot high ski slope. The plant's aims are to burn waste from the approximately 600,000 residents and 68,000 businesses to produce district heating and electricity. Shocking. As well as recycling some of the waste and wanting to become the world's first carbon neutral capital. But it's all downhill from there, as it also allows people to undergo a snow-free experience from its sloping roof that is covered in the very green, very not snow-coloured material Neverplast. If you are a snowboarder of all this ski talk, our next story involves a tiger. A group who had broken into an abandoned house to allegedly find a good weed-smoking hangout, stumbled across the big 350-pound kiddo, locked inside of a cage held together by only a screwdriver and nylon strap in Houston, Texas, according to CBS. They called the police to report the finding of the pretty big tiger and had to tell officers no, not lion, as there were fears that the group were allegedly under the influence and hallucinating the whole situation. Trippy. Cops later showed and noted that the very large, very real tiger looked to be well fed with a pile of nearby meat and was surprisingly calm considering the situation. It is unknown who the house or the tiger belongs to at this time, but he has been perfectly named Tyson after the tiger in the Hangover film, and that's all the important news we really need on that story. This last piece of news by me is sure to bug you and make your skin crawl, as researchers studying interactions between predators and their prey in the Amazon rainforest have discovered that spiders are even more terrifying than we originally thought, as an encounter with a giant spider the size of a dinner plate was caught dragging away an opossum to consume in its presumably evil lair. This is the first documentation in history of its kind, and I want it to be the last. It is an underappreciated source of mortality amongst vertebrates, said a University of Michigan evolutionary biologist Daniel Robowski. What I said to that, Daniel, is, I've definitely spent too much time on the web, and now I'm quitting. Thank you for listening. I've been your unbelievable news host, Vex, but now it's time to go back to you in the studio.
Oh, how cool was that setup? Amazing stories and all of the puns! Now let's keep this trainer moving as we go over into the unimportant news with Cypher and Mrs. Cypher. Over to you!
Thanks, Player2, and welcome to Unimportant News. I am your host, Insane Cypher, and today's top stories are cows go moo, and apparently sheep are woolly. But over to our top researcher, Mrs. Cypher, who's been delving into the depths of social media to bring you the most unimportant news. Over to you.
Thanks very much, Cypher. And who knew sheeps are woolly, eh?
No, I didn't. I had no idea.
Not me. So the first news story I have for you today. Been covering my fireplace in sticky plastic. I now have a white one instead of cream. It's not perfect, but looks good.
Right. But we'll move on to the second story of today, which is...
It's Rave Day.
It's Rave Day. Is that like a public holiday? I wasn't notified.
No, me neither.
I received no email.
No, I mean, we should contact HR. Maybe we shouldn't even be at work today.
Apparently we're not meant to be in work today because it is currently Rave Day.
Ah, interesting.
Interesting. But anyway, on to our third story, which is...
This is our final one. And this is the most unimportant. And it has pictures.
It looks extremely unimportant.
Made a new friend this time around.
This time around when? And why weren't you friends before, on the other time?
I don't know.
Why are you friends now?
Or, why are you friends? Meow.
Ah, why are you friends? Meow. I don't get it. Why are you friends now? That cat looks grumpy, though. I can see why it was hard to make friends.
Yeah.
But anyway, that has been the unimportant news today. Thank you very much for watching. And back to you, Player2. Back to you in the studio.
Absolute dicks. Absolute dickbags. Guys, if you've seen any unimportant newses in your world, on your timelines, on Twitters, on Instagrams, wherever, let me know. Send them over to me. Send them to the Cyphers. The more, the better. Please, they're too good not to. They are too good not to. Okay, it's getting hot in here, so I'm going to take off all my clothes. So, weather, everyone. If you'd like to take a look at the weather forecast, which I'm going to use literally for every single episode, you will notice that it's been sunny, snowing, thunderstorm, other weather, another weather here, and another weather here. P2 Love Guru, baby! Right, wait there. Gotta make myself look pretty, pretty cool. Get my dreadlocks on, baby. Channeling my inner Cypher. Yeah, baby. Okay, now we've got 3 issues to solve in this month's episode. Remember, guys, if you've got any issues that you want the Love Guru to solve, in the name of the mask, and the stickers, amen. This week, we have an issue from Vex Exists. She would like to know, how do you solve a relationship where one person is a cat lover, the other person is a dog lover, both despising any other animal but wanting pets? You get one of each. Really? Rock, paper, scissors. Make sure you get rescue ones as well. They need it more. Fucking hell, it's hot. Right, okay, the next one, which, oh my god, comes from Yemi Ferry. Says, should you take your relationship to reality TV? What if some sort of... what if it's some sort of fiance visa show? How do you know your Russian wife isn't just looking for a green card? Why did my wife leave me? It's because she was plastic. You want the Russian model. He got Vladimir. Now he's beach. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know if this is serious. I would personally never take my relationship to reality TV. I don't know what you aim to sort of get from that, because you're always going to sort of get criticism of it in some kind of variety, which I think is just unnecessary. You don't need that kind of stress in your life. Literally, it benefits you in no way whatsoever to have that. So, no, if it's some fiance visa show, I don't know how that would work. If that sounds really funny. Your wife left you because she knew she wasn't good enough for you, my dude. And our last one is from Iovio, aka the GameBox, and he says, okay, if you have an inverted penis, an innie if you prefer, how would you break this to your partner prior to them first seeing it? Follow-up question, what tips could you recommend to help give a little shy guy to show himself? Follow-up question, would suction... Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't even know where to go. I would say, look, I've got a problem. Can you help me out? If suction doesn't work, keep trying. Just, keep trying until it works, And this is my section of where I choose a smaller YouTuber that I believe needs a bit more sort of recognition for their work. I know they put a tremendous amount of work in. Really impressed with their work. Thumbnails are fantastic. And basically, I just want you to give them a bit more kind of love, basically. So, when I sort of name this person, all of their links will be in the description below. I'd really, really appreciate it if you went over to their channel. Have a look at their content. Go on their most recent video. Smash a like button, definitely. Just show some support, And if you like what's over there as well, why not hit the subscribe button and the tinkly little bell right next to it? I think that would be fantastic, guys. So this month's YouTuber Spotlight is for Iovio, aka the GameBox. Now, recently, he's had a name change and things like that, where he talks about all the things to do with games, and so much work goes into his things, even like thumbnails. Everything's fantastic. Plus, he's Welsh boy, isn't he? Yes. So, go and support it, guys. Everyone, that is the end of this month's episode. If you have liked it, please smash that like button. I don't know why I keep doing like a sort of tick kind of feature. Leave a comment down below. And yeah, until next time, guys, if there's anything that you need, love advice, or just advice in general, contact the P2 Love Guru. If you have some of the unimportant news similar to what the sites have shown, make sure you get them shown. You will be shown in the episode, and you will be credited for it as well. Article 13. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and bye!